So, welcome to the working group meeting. We don't have too much on the agenda for now. So, if you've checked the pipeline, you see that we have some stale branches, which we should, yeah, either delete or proceed with. So there is still this one where Sven proposed to add a new ops file to use the new health checks for the cloud controller, which we developed in the Puma transition. Now, Stefan, there are some plans to make this the default in CAPI release, right? So does it make sense to proceed with this or not?
If that's a plan, I would say we should start testing it as an experimental ops file, and then we can remove it again once it becomes default. Or is it? Yeah, even if it's not experimental, it should be something we're applying in the pipeline, I think.
Yeah, so actually we have it running already in production.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is always what will, let's say, Greg and Seth say if we build that in by default. I mean, you could switch it off, of course.
Yeah, well, okay, if it's not default, no problem. Then we go for this approach. Then we create an ops file and switch it on and in CF deployment.
I could put it on the agenda for the next week's ARI working group meeting to discuss it. I mean, if I had to decide it simply, I would say let's make it the default for Puma in CAPI and we forget about this configuration stuff. And it's just the exception if you want to get it rid of. But I know from the past that for such changes, there are sometimes concerns. And then, yeah, we can make it more explicit with the configuration.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I guess the question would be, because Puma's already optional, right? You can opt in or out. So do you need an extra lever?
But Puma is the default already.
But you can opt out?
You can opt out, but probably not anymore end of the year because we plan to remove Thin. So,
but I guess the question is, if this caused a problem, would it make sense to have? Do we need an extra lever, or do we just tell people to just opt out of Puma if they have a problem with it? So would you not want this to block people from using Puma at that point?
It's only if they have a problem they would opt out for Puma. If you use Thin, then the whole functionality is not there, and you can configure what you want. It won't work. I mean, it will not use the new health checks. It will use the standard one.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So then we should go for the to merge this to create a pull request from that one and use it as an ops file, right?
Sure. Yeah, I think that's fine.
Why not?
I think we should be using it, but yes.
Okay.
That would be my only thing. Would I think it's something we should test in.
So. Okay, good, cool. Well, it's really just we this came up because we have this branch freshness check and there is some stale branches and we should discuss what to do with those. Okay, short info. I already wrote this in the channels. The last Jemmy stem cell versions have some problems. The default one and also the FIPS. And as recommended by the Bosch team, we should use the last known good version 1.915. It's a bit tricky because you can't just directly revert stem cell version, so we had to apply a few smaller workarounds here. So now the default stem cell bump is just paused, but the FIPS stem cell job, here we could pin the version to 915 as well as we could pin it here in the main pipeline. Yeah. So this is all fine now. Last release comes with 915, and when the issue is resolved, then we can unpin this and update again. Okay. Yeah. Other small change proposed by AFTAP. The pipeline is currently triggered around 2 p.m. CEST time. And so then typically rather in the evening, you have the red jobs, and then it takes until the next day until someone cares for it. So AFTA proposed to start the pipelines in the CEST mornings, so that during working hours, we can take care of any issues. That means for you, Dave, when you start working, everything is resolved in green.
And if it's not, then you can let me know and I can.
Yeah, okay. If not, then you can take over. Yeah. Okay, great. Good. I've just added this one. The cloud native build pack test is failing quite often. I have not yet found out why. There was one green run in between, so this is a bit strange. And the error is something like this. Here, could not find build scripts in package.json. But again, we had one green run. So one thing that is a bit odd is that we use here the latest version of something, which of course may make builds irreproducible. Yeah, but okay, we do not have explicit versioning for this artifact in CF deployment. So first I asked the Cloud Native Build Pack developers from SAP to take a look what could be wrong. There was no reply so far. And second, this is not really a perfect solution here with this latest.
Where is that latest coming from? Is that coming from the manifest in the asset or
from the CATS configuration, I think.
Okay. So it is under our control.
Well, yes, but we can't, of course, tell what is the latest and how often it changes.
Right.
So yeah, we can go to Docker Hub, but this is all built elsewhere.
Yeah.
So here it is, Paketo build packs, Node.js, and they also have a very strange versioning scheme here. So we have 9, 9.11, 9.11.0, 6 days ago. 10 was 13 days ago.
Looks like they build it once a week.
Well, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what's your opinion? I mean, we could try to use a fixed version, but then, well, yeah, we need to store this version somewhere and update it automatically.
This would apply permanent maintenance effort, no?
Well, yes, you would have to add it to the
version.
automation, but it's not a Bosch release. Or we wait for. I asked Ralf Pannemans, who developed this cloud native stuff, if he says, okay, it's one bad version, but apart from that, it's expected to be stable, then we can maybe leave it as it is and hope that they validate the build pack and latest is good.
Maybe we could give it time to the next call. Wait for their reply.
Yeah.
And then with more information, then we can decide on in the next call, I would say. Or what do you think?
Okay, good. Then I will try ping Ralph again. I mean, it looks odd. It looks like something essential is missing in the build.
Find script
Yeah.
package JSON. Do we know which package JSON this is? Or is this one?
No, I haven't checked.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good. So CMB developers. Yeah, it's Ralph here. Okay, good. So this one has just been added.
I added this one. So I did the work last time to bump to 1.24, and then I realized that all of the Golang assets have Go version entries in the manifest files, and those we missed them last time as well, but those were out of sync. So this is a PR to update those. That my question is this still necessary, or should we just delete the environment variable from the manifest? Because from what I can tell looking at the docs, and the docs for the Go build pack are quite old, I think this Go version was necessary for previous package managers. And now that we have Go mod with the Go version in the Go mod file, it kind of feels like you don't need to be explicit and have an environment variable to tell the build pack which version of Go to use, because it will just look at the Go mod and use that version. So
okay.
am I missing something, or could we just actually delete these entries completely and not have to worry about keeping them in sync with the version in the Go mod?
Well, I'm not in the details of the Go package, but yeah. I mean, okay, if it takes the version from Go mod, it might be, of course, easier if we can delete this environment setting. So we have Golang manif. Okay, we have quite a number of test apps.
And like I say, this happened when we went from 122 to 123.
Yes.
I can see separate commits for the Go mod files and for the manifest files.
Yeah,
that as well. So it just feels like it should be unnecessary. But I can check with the build pack team and just see what they say.
Or a
okay. So
clear
I will check on that.
statements.
Yeah, see what they say.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Would be nice if we can get rid of these settings. Yeah.
Yes, it feels like it's the top part is the README. I forgot to update that in the last PR, so that was updating the README. The rest of it is, yeah, hopefully we can just delete the lines instead.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I'll check on that and bring it up again next time.
Okay, great, thanks. Good, so that was everything from the agenda. The foundational infrastructure working group meeting was a bit too long. I wanted to ask them when the IPv6 enabled BOSH director will come. So I've seen, yeah, maybe I could ask Felix Möhler directly. So I saw there were a lot of commits in the last BOSH director release about IPv6, about RFC 38 it is. And yeah, from there it has to go to BOSH deployment. And BOSH deployment has to be updated in BOSH bootloader, and then someone has to create a BOSH bootloader release, and then eventually we have the new director in our test environments and could hopefully proceed with our IPv6 validation and see some progress here. Yeah, but someone has to.
Jochen, Alex is just back on his parental leave this week, and
Okay.
I pinged him already,
Okay.
yesterday, and I think he's still catching up from his absence. No? But I will follow up with Alex so that we then proceed as soon as possible with the egress validation here in the community. As this on my radar, so to say.
Okay, cool. But Alex does not manage Bosch bootloader.
He did also enhancements
He
of the
did some
Bosch bootloader in the past, yeah.
Yeah,
And my understanding
yeah.
was before his parental leave, he would also work further on the Bosch bootloader. No? So sometimes a matter of priorities on his side. If that change is not too complicated, maybe we can also support here. But I first the agreement with Alex was he's pinging us when we can continue, and then he was in parental leave, and now I still wanted to go in contact with him if he is doing the changes or how we proceed.
Okay, good. So adding you. So, but I think we have to ping the bubble maintainers so that they ship an update soon, so that we can proceed.
I think Ramon is working on this one. He pinged me today in the morning, or maybe yesterday, that he's planning to do this all bump stuff and release a new version.
Nice. Then we can test the load balancer changes too.
Yeah, those are in. It's just the Bosch director. This one is.
We have in our PR for this one, but yeah, we are waiting for the director to be ready.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. So sorry, one more thing. Any questions? IPv6?
Nope.
No.
Nope. Okay. Branch freshness. There was a second branch. Integrate Noble into Hermione. So I haven't checked what was the latest state. We have Noble in stable Bellatrix, right? And now we wanted to.
We have it in GCP, and we wanted to get it running in Hermione in the pipeline, and there are some issues now. Aftab, you worked on this and the latest now with on the Bosch part. Can you just provide the details here?
Yes, I think so. There are some suggestion or PR already, a kind of draft PR created by Ramo. He just guide me to maybe test it with a custom that Bosch agent with a custom Bosch stem set and see if it works out. But seems the problem is still there, so we are in the testing phase, and we could not find or pinpoint exactly what's the problem. So this is something we are just working on it as of now. We provided all the back logs that they requested, especially Ruben, which he asked, and so currently it's still same what the PR was there. So we are in testing and see what is causing them.
Johan, there is also a link to the issue. I send it in the chat. We can also
issue. Yes. Okay, that one is still in the reopened Noble collection parent issue. Okay, just let me scroll down. There's a lot of. Okay, this is what I already saw. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Then we have to wait. To wait for some progress here. Okay. Good. Any other business?
No, that's all so far.
Okay. Good, fine. If there is nothing else, then thanks for attending. And have a nice Halloween. And then see you again in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too.
Have a nice evening, guys.
Okay.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.